Out of all the justifications I've heard of Israel's settler colonialism, this one is probably the weirdest one. So, this used to be Korea from 18 BC to 660 AD. It's known as the Three Kingdoms period in Korean history, and yes, there's more than three on the map, but Kaya doesn't count because it was a confederacy and not a kingdom. But this part, as you can see, is not Korea anymore, it's northeast China. However, because the borders have moved back and forth quite a bit over the past couple thousands of years, and more recently in the 20th century, a lot of Koreans fled north when Japan colonized Korea. So there's always been a good amount of Korean presence in this region historically. In fact, the ethnic Korean population in this region is so big that there's actually a designated Korean autonomous prefecture called Yeongbyon within northeast China. Now, does that mean ethnic Koreans in the present day have a claim on Chinese land because some ancient ancestor of theirs might have been from this region? Or worse, do they have the right to break into a Chinese family's home and claim it as theirs? In this scenario, some random Korean American guy from Irvine who's never set foot on the Asian continent before has the right to steal a Chinese person's house in Yanji or something who might have been living there for generations. It's such a ridiculous scenario and such a weak argument that I truly don't get how they use this to justify stealing people's homes. And honestly, I think they really go hard on this propaganda and double down on it because they themselves know that it makes no sense and there's an insecurity in that. It's already despicable to displace people by just straight up saying that we're doing colonialism, but this mental gymnastics that's being done to not only convince others but to convince themselves in justifying these crimes, it's like another level of crazy. If one individual psycho does this, I would call this a home invasion and a robbery. But when this is executed by and with the support of a quote-unquote state for the political pursuit of ethnic cleansing, I would call this terrorism.